new national poll shows that a majority of Americans disapprove of President Donald Trump's job performance and remain critical of many of his key policies. The Washington Post-Ipsos survey, conducted Sept 11 through Sept 15, found the president's approval rating at 43%, with 56% disapproving. While that marks a slight improvement from April, when his approval dipped to 39%, it continues to reflect persistent dissatisfaction. The results align closely with other national polling, including the New York Times average of 43% approval and 54% disapproval, as well as Real Clear Politics, which places his approval slightly higher at 46%. On specific issues, Americans continue to express frustration with the administration's approach. Crime ranked as Trump's strongest area, though even there a majority of 54% disapprove of his handling, compared to 44% who approve. The president fares worse on the economy and tariffs. Only 40% approve of his handling of the economy, while 59% disapprove. Tariffs remain his weakest issue, with just 34% supporting his trade measures and 64% opposing them. Immigration also remains a dividing line, as 44% approve of his policies while 55% disapprove. Foreign policy is another weak spot. The survey shows 39% approval of Trump's handling of the Israel-Hamas conflict, with 58% disapproving. On the Russia-Ukraine war, only 38% approve while 60% disapprove, underscoring skepticism about his leadership in global crises. The poll also found that 62% of Americans believe Trump has exceeded his authority as president, compared with 36% who feel he has acted properly. That represents a slight decline in confidence since April, when 60% believed he had overstepped. The president's use of the National Guard has also drawn criticism. Only 37% approve of his August deployment of troops to Washington and his temporary takeover of the city's police department, while 47% disapprove. His recent announcement of additional deployments, including to Memphis and possibly Chicago and New Orleans, remains controversial. The poll found Americans more divided on broader military involvement in combating crime, with 42% supporting and 46% opposing. Despite these challenges, Republicans hold an edge over Democrats on the issue of crime. According to the poll, 44% of Americans say they trust Republicans more on crime, compared to 22% who trust Democrats. Another third of respondents say they trust neither party. The findings highlight the complicated political landscape, where disapproval of Trump's specific actions exists alongside broader concerns about Democratic handling of critical issues. The survey, which included more than 2,500 adults and carried a margin of error of plus or minus 2 points, reflects a nation still deeply divided on its president and his policies.